Today's news.
11 o'clock.
Today's
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump and Vladimir Putin spent some time on the phone today in a lengthy conversation that covered a variety of topics, but with Ukraine at the top of the agenda. CBS's Ed O'Keefe has more from the White House.
The leaders agreed that the movement to peace will begin with an energy and infrastructure ceasefire, as well as technical negotiations on implementation of a maritime ceasefire in the Black Sea, full ceasefire, and permanent peace. These negotiations will begin immediately in the Middle East. It says the two of them also spoke broadly about the Middle East as a region of potential cooperation to prevent future conflicts. They further discussed the need to stop proliferation of strategic weapons.
And they agreed to work on improving U.S.-Russia relations. Gaza is under fire again. Israel launched airstrikes overnight to pressure Hamas into a deal. CBS's Rami Inocencio is in Tel Aviv.
The fragile ceasefire, barely 2 months old, was shattered in the early hours of the morning as the Israeli military launched dozens of airstrikes up and down the Gaza Strip. The injured and the dead rushed by the hundreds to barely functioning hospitals. Babies, children, and the elderly treated wherever doctors could find space.
And the renewed assault is raising concerns for the relatives of the hostages who remain in Gaza.
The strike can kill the hostages that are still alive, and we won't get them back alive, and that's our worst fear.
As many as 24 hostages are believed to be alive. President Trump has criticized the judges for their decisions, but there was an extraordinary pushback today, as Stacey Lynn reports.
Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts rejected calls for impeaching federal judges who have issued decisions against the administration. This comes after President Trump demanded the removal of one federal judge who ruled against his deportations of alleged Venezuelan gang members to El Salvador, calling the judge a troublemaker and agitator. In the statement, Roberts said, "For more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision." Stacey Lynn, CBS News, the White House.
Some assistance is being offered to fired federal workers, as Allison Keyes reports.
Georgetown is offering 10% scholarships for tuition reduction for verified current or recently separated federal employees looking to start master's degree programs this fall. It is also waiving the application fee. The university is also providing short-term professional certificates at a 30% discount to displaced federal employees looking to pivot their careers quickly and upskill.
This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 54 degrees in Walnut Creek, California.